Okay, we're back. We've put in a tiny brass screw. Hopefully you can see that. Tiny brass screw. I happen to have a bunch of tiny brass screws. If you like model railroading, and you go to a flea market, a train show, or any kind of craft store, you're always on the lookout for things that you might use. And I had to make sure that the screw that I used. Oh, and by the way, here is the other piece. This is the spring piece I made, which the diameter is a little bit too big for this screw, so we're going to have to crimp it a bit. But the screw couldn't be too long because otherwise it would upset the pivot. But as you can see, it has not upset the pivot. If the screw were long, it might make this wobbly, but it's just right. It hides in there. And the whole key now is, can we get the metal piece to fit in, or should I just make one with this leftover paper clip here, which is kind of bent in a funny way, but let's just see. The whole key is it shouldn't be too long. You just want to bend it around and make like a prongy sort of spring. I mean, the other thing to do is I could just accept that this won't be absolutely perfectly round. This one is. Not sure if you could see it. Try to put it offset on the orange there, but obviously it's a little bit too wide. It'll pop right off this, so I'm just going to give it a crimp with these big old pliers. Yep, and it doesn't look like it wants to come off now, but they're a little bit too close together. And the idea is that it springs enough apart just so that when I put it on, it'll want to stay on. Oh, nope, comes right off. That's kind of funny. So we do have to crimp it just right. She won't want to stay.